Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome to my channel, Gabby on Paper. Today's video is going to be a September reset video in which I go over the goals I had for the month of August, set new goals for September, and just kind of take a look at the month and see how I did. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are gonna start by going over my goals for the month of August, see what I've accomplished and what I didn't. So I wanted to delete 1,000 pictures and videos. I really wanted to take this time to go through my phone and just delete extras, duplicates, screenshots I've taken, and while I did do it, I didn't quite hit 1,000. And I deleted 798, which obviously it's a lot. I just didn't quite get to 1,000. I couldn't, for whatever reason, part ways with some of my screenshots. Okay, the next one is finish 9 books. And this is something I thought I'd be able to do no problem. I actually did not do it though. I did not hit my 9-book goal. I only finished 5. And that is because a couple of reasons. One, I actually watched a lot of TV this month, which is something I haven't really been doing a ton of. I watched a lot more than normal, binge watch a couple of shows and honestly, I enjoyed it. The other thing is one of the books I listened to, Troubled Blood, is like 32 hours long, when typically the books I listen to are around 11, 12, 13 if it's long. So it was a lot longer than normal and it took me a couple of weeks to get through. I was at 4 books until the 30th of August, and then I listened to one book in like a day and a half, getting me to 5. And my boyfriend and I are currently reading Devil in the White City. We're about 1/3 of the way into that one, so I've made some progress, but definitely didn't hit the 9-book goal. Go to the lake 3 times. I did hit this goal, which I love. I'm trying to take advantage of summer and living fairly close to the lake. In the past, like in July, I would only go to the lake with my boyfriend because we'd have to take a couple of buses and do some walking and, you know, the umbrella and the chairs and all that. And I was working. In August, having been unemployed, my boyfriend showed me a beach that was a little closer. It was a much shorter walk, quick and easy walk from my apartment. And having been unemployed, I spent not a lot, but quite a few days like walking to the beach for myself, spent a couple hours, walk back, have lunch. So it's been a nice form of entertainment. The weekend getaway, I didn't hit this, but I'm not even going to try anymore. So this one has been completely canceled. I'm not gonna try to do this in September or August or anytime during the year. And I ultimately decided to cancel that because I quit my job and I didn't want to spend the money on getting an Airbnb, renting a car, and all that goes into a weekend getaway. And I'm okay with it. We'll have the opportunity to do that in the future once I'm settled financially, and yeah. The next thing is filming, editing, and posting my first vlog. And I did do this. I think I've posted a couple, 2 or 3 vlog style videos, like what I spend in a day or my first day of unemployment or whatever. I know I need to get better at them, so I'm working on it, but I got the first one out of the way. That was the scary part, and now I can just move on. I also wanted to design one budgeting insert, and I showed you in my last video, but I've actually designed like 4 or 5. Now I can't remember how many. A few. So I definitely got that one out of the way, and I've been using them. It's what I'm using for the month of September, and I'm really excited about that. So cancel Pipstick subscriptions. So this one's a little weird. I'm gonna give myself a green dot, but I'm also going to lightly cross it in red because before I got charged on the 15th, I did go online to cancel my subscription, but the website wasn't working. It advised me to reach out to the company and just email them, with my concerns, and I did that. But because they're so busy, they didn't get back to me for like a week or so after I was charged for the new subscription. So I was charged in August for my next month, but I have since canceled it, so I won't be getting any more subscriptions going forward, at least for now. I really enjoy it, but I don't do anything with the stickers. I just really like them. I always have since I was a child. I'd collect stickers. I don't know. So yeah, so that's why I have both the green dot and the red X, because I was charged, but I did cancel it, and I made an attempt. Go on a solo date. I did do this, and I did post like a vlog type video or what I spent in a day, solo date edition, and it was a lovely time. I went to the movies, went shopping, took myself out to lunch, and just had like a nice, lazy, but also fun day. The next one is to try 4 new restaurants, and this was a big yes. I have a note here, give me one second. So we went to Roanoke in the Loop, Bob's Pizza, that's in like the Gold Coast, Nando's, which was good. Yes, it was good. And a Costa Rican place called Irazu that I didn't care for. A new place called the Brown Bag, which is seafood, and I liked it, but I thought it was a little overpriced. Like, fish and chips were $15. There wasn't like a ton of fish, but it was pretty good. So that was good. But there were like literally 3 fries in the meal. And I'm like, what? And then another place called the Stop Along. And I did like it, but I like other pizza better. So, I would go back to it. I just, it's not top priority. I'd rather go to Pequod's. But so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new restaurants that I tried this month. My boyfriend and I also went to the Magnolia Bakery. We had lunch with some friends, or dinner, I guess, with some friends at their house, and took cupcakes. And that was also very, very good. I can't wait till my birthday to get a chocolate cake from there. But out of all the new restaurants we tried, Nando's was my favorite. They had this garlic bread that was so good. Okay, moving on. So the next thing is booking a hotel for our November trip. This does get a green dot. We booked it. We also booked our flights. So we are ready to go to Cancun in November for, I think it's like 6 days. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Oh, so it's 7 nights, but 2 of those days are travel days. So we get like 5 full days there, which I am so excited about. Never been to Cancun. I've spent very, very little time in Mexico, and I'm excited to go back. And I actually didn't have to pay anything for this November trip. I used my credit card points to book that. So my boyfriend did have to put some money towards it, but the very large majority of the trip was covered with my credit card points. When it's a little closer to the date, I'm gonna create a video of, with going over my budget and how much, how much it ended up costing us. And then the final thing is to reach 450 subscribers on YouTube, and unfortunately, we did not hit this goal. We got to 444, so very, very close. Okay, so that is it for my August goals. Next, we're gonna go and set some goals for the month of September. So I'm just going to take a second to do that. Okie doke, guys. My boyfriend just came out and told me that he forgot he has a meeting in 4 minutes, so he's gonna stay in the room, and I'm going to try to not be so loud and just bring up my volume when I am editing. So let's just go over it. The first goal is 27 days of yoga, and the reason it's 27 days and not 30 days or 31 or whatever how many days? 30 in September, is because we're going to be out of town for a long weekend in Charlotte, and we're going to be staying with my boyfriend's sister. His dad and stepmom will also be there, and there just won't be any room for me to be doing yoga. So 27 days of yoga is my goal. Essentially any day that we're here. I want to try and drink more water, so I want to drink 2 Hydro Flasks per day, and my Hydro Flask is 40 ounces, so that's 80 ounces of water per day is what I'm shooting for. Let's see if we can do that. Right now I'm about like 1.5, so. And soda has been a huge issue for me, and I love it. I love Pepsi. That's my soda of choice, that's my drink of choice, but I don't drink it every day, but it's not good. I need to cut back. So 15 days of no soda is where I'm gonna start. Next is finish 6 books, and in August I was a little ambitious, went for 9 books, didn't hit it, so we're gonna take a step back and try for 6. Next, again, I tried for 1,000 pictures in August, but I only got like almost 800 is what the number was, I think. Yeah, 798, which is a good number. So we're gonna take it back to deleting 500 pictures and videos for the month of September. I think I can do that, and because in the past I haven't hit it, but I've been sharp by about like 80 or 90 pictures, and I'm gonna shoot for at least 500. Next is I want to roll over my 401k, so I'm starting a new job in about a week and a half, and I get a 401k right off the bat. I want to make sure I roll over my 401k from my old job as soon as possible, so it's not something that I just kind of stays there for months, because I can see that happening to me. Next is I want to have a self-care day. Last month in October, I did a solo date, which is, I guess you could say, a form of self-care. This month, I'm getting a haircut, a massage. I'm hoping to get that done maybe in the same day. I don't know. I got this idea from my friend, The Booze Budget, on YouTube and Instagram, and she said she was doing that, and I wanted to do it too, so. I want to continue going to the lake at least 3 times this month. Summer's coming to an end, so I need to take advantage of that while I can. Ideally, these 3 times would be like on the weekend with my boyfriend, but I mean, I can go during the week. I'm probably gonna go tomorrow, honestly, for a couple of hours by myself. Work out 4 times a week. I wanna just maintain my workout schedule, and the workout 4 times a week, I guess this doesn't make any sense, because now that I'm thinking about it, I want to do 27 days of yoga, which I do count as a workout. But I guess to specify, the workout would be like Peloton and weights in addition to the yoga every day. I want to try 3 new restaurants, and we try to go to 1 new restaurant per week. And 1 weekend we're going to be out of town, so that's why there's 3 there. And my final goal is to reach 500 subscribers on YouTube. Starting the month off with 444, so I'm hoping that'll be a pretty big milestone for me. Halfway to 1,000, obviously, and I would just love if that happened. Okay, so that's it with my goals. Next part, I kind of wanted to discuss what my largest expense was for the month of August, and so this is obviously my September money calendar and monthly budget, and to kind of go over what my largest expense was for the month of August. I mean, it's happening in September, but I paid for it in August, and that is our flight to Charlotte for like a golf event that my boyfriend's dad wanted to go to and bought tickets for us. So that expense was $312. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. Any trips I can get, I will take. I used to travel a lot more, but once COVID hit, like like we used to go on a trip like every 2 months, I swear. But once COVID hit, obviously we had to take a step back, and we just never got back to that. I'm traveling all the time, which is fine financially. Like we're still going on trips here and there, and we're planning our own trip, just the two of us. But it was not good for us financially. It's one of the reasons I was able to save so much money prior to the move, is like all these trips that I had planned didn't go to, and then not going somewhere every other month and spending $500 to $1,000 every other month on trips. Obviously that builds up, and I was able to save a lot. So don't regret it. I'm very excited for it. Today's the 1st. So we're about 3 weeks out from the trip, and I can't wait. The next thing I wanted to discuss was kind of the problem area that I had for the month of August. I haven't filled this out because this will be my next video, but the dining out, I did not go over my budget of $280 for the month, but I came pretty close. And when I created the budget of $280, that was when I was like, I had it in my mind that I was gonna work the full month of August. So that's crazy. So it's like the $280 was including like lunches at work out, because I eat out for lunch. And I came pretty close to $280, not the full amount, not over budget, but I only worked one day, and I didn't even take a lunch that day because I quit at 2 p.m. and I hadn't gone to lunch, and so I came home and ate. So considering that a huge part of what was intended to be my like dining out budget didn't happen, I can't believe I spent as much money as I did. So something that I really need to work on now, prior to me starting my job on September 12th, so that I don't blow that budget out of the water. So I'm actively working on it. Like, look at this. All of these like greenish colors, those are all dining out ones, dining out meals. I haven't finished filling out the expenses, but the most expensive was, yeah, there's a couple. So we went to the Butcher and the Burger, and we paid for my boyfriend's dad. We split his meal, so $30 there. Dining out, I went to Happy Land, which is a hot pot restaurant, for $34.25. Italy, $32. Italy is always just pricey. I mean, the meal itself is like $24, and I never get any drinks or appetizers or anything, but $24 for the meal, 10% sales tax, and then 20% tip, and you're at $32. So that's kind of crazy. But those 3 meals alone, that's almost $100. So that's kind of where the majority of the money has gone to, because a lot of times, like, I try to keep my eating out under 25, ideally under 20, but under 25. In Utah, it was really easy to standard, I would say like $20 for a meal out, but not so much here in Chicago. So something I'm working towards for the month of September, reducing my dining out. So yeah, definitely my biggest problem area is dining out, and I imagine it continuing to be. Like, I've been watching videos, and some people like give themselves like $100 a month, and I just don't know how they eat out with that. I feel like $100 here goes by in 2 seconds. It does not last. So I wish I could be one of those people that only gives themselves like $100 to eat out. That would be amazing. The one thing is, in Utah, sometimes if we eat out, it'd be like fast food, so like $5 at McDonald's or whatever, you know. But there's really not a lot of fast food options in our area, and so they're not easy to get to. And so if we're gonna, you know, get ready, go out, take the train or walk or whatever, we're not gonna go to McDonald's and sit at a McDonald's to eat. We're gonna go to a restaurant. So that could be one of the reasons I've been spending so much on dining out, but we're also in a new city. We want to try it out and experience the summer and be happy. So what can I do? And then the last part of my monthly reset is just to kind of go over what my favorite purchase was for the month. I had a couple of purchases. I bought some socks, shoes, a shirt at the Kendrick Lamar concert. And out of those 3 items, and I did buy this binder and a 3-hole punch to keep track of all my little papers, but out of those 3 items, my favorite purchase by far has been my Kendrick Lamar t-shirt. It was $50 and I completely love the shirt. It's so comfortable. I wear it big, so it's big and baggy with biker shorts, and I've already worn it a ton because it's just like an at-home hanging out outfit, and I love it. I know in September we're gonna go to the Kid Cudi concert, and I'll likely be buying another t-shirt. So that is it for today's video and the things that I kind of wanted to cover. I'm gonna see about maybe like adding different categories to this reset. This one was kind of rushed because August just flew by. I knew it was the end of the month, and now it's September 1st today, and what? So I'm gonna see about adding different categories to my resets and just make it a little more, just have a little more. But I am very, very excited for the month of September. We have some good TV, Hocus Pocus 2, Atlanta, the final season. That's it for that. We have a concert, a trip, and I'm starting my new job, and I'm very excited for it. So September is going to be a good month, and I'm here for it. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe.